Too many people in life believe that success comes from saying yes to everything, from being present everywhere, from being available at every call. But let me ask you something. Does gold make itself easy to find? Do diamonds sit on the surface waiting for someone to pick them up? No. Their value is in their rarity, in the refinement, in the distinction. Your problem is not that you are unnoticed. Your problem is that you have made yourself too common. You have confused accessibility with importance. And today I want to shake your mindset, because true impact in life comes not from being everywhere, but from being valuable. Listen to me carefully. One of the greatest mistakes you can ever make is believing that your significance is measured by how many people have access to you. Many of you are exhausted, frustrated, and stretched beyond your limits, not because you lack potential, but because you have given too much of yourself to things that do not serve your destiny. You have mistaken activity for progress, busyness for effectiveness, and availability for value. Let me ask you, have you ever seen a lion chasing every insect that crosses its path? Have you ever seen an eagle flapping its wings at every gust of wind? No, a lion moves with focus. An eagle soars with precision. But look at you, running in every direction, answering every call, responding to every demand, trying to please everyone, hoping that being available will make you important. The truth is, people do not value what they can access too easily. If you are always present, you become ordinary. If you are always available, you become predictable. And anything that is predictable loses its power. Even the sun, though it shines every day, is ignored by most. But let a rare eclipse happen, and the whole world stops to watch. Why? Because value is in scarcity, not in commonness. Some of you are frustrated, saying, they don't appreciate me, they take me for granted. But the problem is not them, the problem is you. You have given yourself too freely. You have not guarded your time, your energy, or your presence. And let me tell you something. Whatever is not protected will be exploited. Even Jesus, the Son of God, understood this principle. He did not make himself available to everyone at all times. He withdrew, he prayed alone, he spent time with a select few, and even among the 12 disciples, he had an inner circle, Peter, James, and John. Why? Because he understood that indiscriminate availability weakens impact. Some of you need to stop making yourself an open door and start becoming a select invitation. Let me take you back to Joseph. He was in Potiphar's house, a trusted servant. And then came a moment, a test. Potiphar's wife wanted him. She wanted access. She wanted to use him for her pleasure. And Joseph had two choices: be available or be valuable. If he had chosen to be available, he would have lost his destiny for a moment of convenience. But instead, he chose to be valuable, and that decision placed him on a path to the palace. Some of you are sacrificing your future on the altar of immediate availability. You are saying yes to everything, and in doing so, you are saying no to your destiny. Every yes you give to something unimportant is a no to something critical. Every time you make yourself accessible to distractions, you are closing the door on your own greatness. Wake up. You were not created to be common. You were not designed to be everywhere at all times. You must guard your presence. Choose where you invest your energy. Not every call deserves an answer. Not every opportunity is your assignment. Not every invitation requires your presence. If you do not take control of your availability, people will waste your life for you. From this day forward, stop chasing recognition through presence and start building your worth through refinement. Because the truth is, the world does not chase what is always available. it chases what is truly valuable. We live in a world where people believe that visibility equals value. They think that if they are not constantly seen, constantly in the spotlight, constantly in front of people, then they are not progressing. But that is a dangerous deception. A seed is never seen while it is growing. A tree does not sprout overnight. A foundation is buried deep in the ground before a building ever rises. The most valuable things in life are prepared in private before they are revealed in public. And yet, so many of you are desperate for exposure before you have built substance. You want to be recognized before you are ready. You want to be called great before you have done the work. But let me tell you something. What is revealed too soon will be destroyed too quickly. Do you know why God hides you before He promotes you? Because greatness must be developed in the dark. Before David ever held a throne, he held a slingshot in the wilderness. Before Joseph ever sat on the throne of Egypt, he was locked in a prison. Before Moses ever led millions, he spent 40 years in the desert. And before Jesus ever started his ministry, he spent 30 years in obscurity preparing. The problem is, many of you despise the season of preparation. You are frustrated because no one sees you. You are impatient because your gift has not yet been recognized. But let me ask you, do you want to be seen too soon and fail? Or do you want to be prepared fully so that when you are seen, you stay? A student locked in a library is not wasting time. He is investing in knowledge. A runner training in isolation is not being ignored. He is being conditioned for victory. A musician practicing behind closed doors is not being overlooked. He is sharpening his skill. The question is, are you willing to be hidden so that when your time comes, you will be ready? So many people today crave attention, but attention is not the same as anointing. The fact that people know your name does not mean you are valuable. Popularity does not equal power. Fame does not equal fulfillment. If you rush to be seen before you are ready, you will crumble under the weight of exposure. You must first develop in private what you want to sustain in public. Even Jesus understood this. Do you realize that the Son of God himself did not start his ministry until he was 30 years old? Why? Because even he needed preparation. If Jesus had to grow in wisdom before he stepped into his calling, what makes you think you can skip the process? What makes you believe you can be effective without being equipped? You must shift your mindset. Stop seeking attention and start seeking refinement. Stop chasing the spotlight and start embracing the process. Stop trying to be seen and start working to be strong, because when the time is right, when your preparation is complete, when your foundation is strong, God himself will reveal you. And when he does, no man will be able to ignore you. The world does not need people who are just present. It needs people who are prepared. One of the greatest skills you will ever develop in life is the ability to say no without guilt. Some of you are exhausted, burned out, and overwhelmed, not because you lack talent, not because you lack time, but because you lack discipline in your decisions. You say yes to everything and everyone, thinking that availability equals significance. But let me ask you, have you ever seen a king begging for attention? Have you ever seen a CEO running around trying to please everyone? No, because they understand something that many of you have not yet learned. What you say no to is just as important as what you say yes to. The enemy of purpose is not always failure. Sometimes it is distraction. And the greatest distractions in life often come disguised as good opportunities. Many of you are entangled in things that look important, but they are not your assignment. You are doing what is nice instead of what is necessary. You are busy, but you are not productive. You are helping everyone, but you are not building yourself. And the reason is simple. You have not yet mastered the power of saying no. Joseph was given an opportunity to say yes to Potiphar's wife. It was an easy offer, a secret pleasure, a shortcut to favor. But Joseph understood something. You can gain temporary pleasure and lose eternal purpose. He knew that saying yes to her was saying no to his destiny. And so he ran. He didn't negotiate. He didn't compromise. He didn't delay. He ran. Because sometimes your greatest act of wisdom is not what you accept, but what you reject. Some of you need to stop negotiating with distractions. You keep entertaining things that God has called you to walk away from. You keep justifying relationships that are draining your strength. You keep saying yes to obligations that are not aligned with your calling. But hear me today. Just because something is good does not mean it is God. Just because something is available does not mean it is assigned to you. If you are not careful, you will spend your life saying yes to small things and miss out on the great things you were born for. Even Jesus understood this. Do you realize that Jesus did not heal every sick person on earth? He did not go to every city. He did not say yes to every request. At one point, people begged him to stay in one place, but he refused because he knew he was called to move forward. He didn't live to please men. He lived to fulfill purpose. And that is why he could confidently say, "It is finished." Some of you are exhausted because you are trying to finish assignments that God never gave you. It is time to reset your priorities. It is time to value your purpose more than people's opinions. It is time to recognize that every yes you give to something small is a no to something greater. So stop feeling guilty for guarding your time. Stop apologizing for protecting your purpose. Stop explaining yourself for choosing destiny over distraction. Because in the end, life will not reward you for how many things you did. It will reward you for doing the right things. The world does not reward mediocrity. It does not chase after the average. It does not celebrate the ones who dabble in everything but master nothing. Look around you. Who are the people that rise to the top? Who are the individuals that nations seek, that industries pay millions for, that history remembers? It is not those who do many things. It is those who have mastered one thing. The tragedy of our generation is that too many people are trying to be everything to everyone. One day they are chasing this, the next day they are pursuing that. They jump from skill to skill, from career to career, from purpose to purpose, thinking that success is found in doing more. But hear me today. Excellence is not in multiplicity. It is in mastery. David was not known because he tried everything. He was known because he mastered one thing. While his brothers were busy trying to be warriors, he was in the field perfecting his slingshot. While others were using swords and shields, he was refining his aim. And when the day of opportunity came, the army of Israel had thousands of men with weapons, but only one who had mastered his skill. Only one who had the confidence to step forward. And it was one stone from one slingshot in the hand of one prepared man that brought down Goliath. Some of you are frustrated because you see others being elevated while you remain stagnant. The problem is not that you lack talent. The problem is that you have not yet specialized. You are too scattered. You are too divided. You are too unfocused. You want to be good at everything, and that is why you are excellent at nothing. Look at the world around you. If a man masters medicine, they call him a doctor. If a man masters law, they call him a lawyer. If a man masters music, They call him a maestro. The world respects those who refine their gift, who discipline their skill, who focus their energy until they become undeniable. Even Jesus understood this principle. He did not come to earth to do everything. He came to do one thing. He said, "For this reason I was born, and for this cause I came into the world." He had one mission, one focus, one purpose. And because of that, he changed the world in just 3 years of ministry. What would happen if you focus on one thing the way Jesus did? What would happen if you mastered your gift instead of spreading yourself thin? The world does not chase after the common. It pursues the extraordinary, and the extraordinary is simply the ordinary that has been refined, disciplined, and perfected. Stop trying to be everything. Stop running in every direction. Find your one thing. Develop it, refine it, master it. And when you do, the world will come looking for you. Anything that is too common loses its value. The more accessible something is, the less people appreciate it. More easily they can reach you, the less they respect you. The more you say yes to every demand, the less they see you as significant. The reason why gold is expensive is because you cannot find it on the surface. It must be discovered. The reason why diamonds are priceless is because they are hidden, waiting for those who are willing to pay the price to mine them. So why have you made yourself so common? Why have you allowed yourself to be so easily reached, so easily drained, so easily taken for granted? Many of you are frustrated because people do not value you. They do not respect your time, they do not appreciate your presence, and they do not recognize your worth. But the problem is not them, the problem is you. You have given unlimited access to those who have not earned it. You have allowed yourself to be available at all times to all people for all things. But hear me today, your value increases when your access decreases. Jesus, the Son of God, did not allow himself to be everywhere at all times. He was strategic about his presence. He chose when to be seen, who to invest in, and where to spend his time. He spoke to the crowds, but he poured into the 12. And even among the 12, he had 3, Peter, James, and John, who had closer access to him than the rest. Why? Because indiscriminate access dilutes impact. You cannot be everywhere for everyone and still be effective. Some of you are trying so hard to be liked that you have made yourselves common. You say yes to every meeting, yes to every request, yes to every opportunity, hoping that people will see your value. But let me tell you something. Kings do not beg for attention. Great leaders do not run after people. Those who carry true value do not chase. They choose. Do you know why some people never grow? Because they're too available. Do you know why some businesses never expand? Because they cater to everyone instead of focusing on those who value them. Even luxury brands understand this principle. You will never see a Rolls-Royce advertisement on television. You will never see a private jet company begging for customers. Why? Because they understand that rarity creates demand. The more restricted something is, the more value it becomes. It is time for you to guard your presence. It is time for you to be selective about where you invest your energy. It is time for you to recognize that being everywhere does not make you important. Being valuable does. Stop making yourself so common. Stop being so easily accessed. Stop giving your time to those who do not appreciate it. Because the truth is, people respect what they must reach for. And when you begin to guard your time, protect your energy, and limit your access, your value will rise. True success is not measured by how many people know you. It is measured by how many lives you have impacted. It is not about how often you show up. It is about how much value you bring when you do. Too many people spend their lives trying to be seen, trying to be noticed, trying to be in every room, every meeting, every event, hoping that their presence alone will make them significant. But hear me today. It is not your presence that makes you valuable. It is what you carry. A doctor does not walk into an operating room just to be seen. He comes in with skill, knowledge, and the power to heal. A lawyer does not enter a courtroom just to sit. He comes with wisdom, strategy, and the ability to defend. A leader does not stand before people just to be recognized. He speaks with authority, bringing vision and direction. The question is, what do you carry? When people encounter you, what do they receive? When you open your mouth, do you bring wisdom or just noise? When you enter a space, do you make a difference or are you simply taking up room? The tragedy of our generation is that many people want to be in places they have not yet prepared for. They want to sit at the table, but they have not yet developed anything to contribute. They want to be invited into greatness, but they have not yet cultivated greatness within themselves. And so they chase visibility instead of value. They seek popularity instead of purpose. They desire recognition instead of refinement. But let me tell you something. When you truly carry something of worth, you don't have to push your way in. People will pull you in. Joseph was not looking for Pharaoh. Pharaoh was looking for Joseph. Why? Because Joseph had something of value. He carried wisdom, solutions, and strategy. Daniel did not beg for influence. Kings sought him out. Why? Because Daniel had excellence, knowledge, and the ability to interpret mystery. Even Jesus, at just 12 years old, was found in the temple amazing the scholars, not because he wanted attention, but because he carried divine wisdom. If you spend your life chasing attention, you will always be at the mercy of other people's approval. But if you spend your life building yourself, refining your gift, sharpening your mind, and mastering your craft, you will never have to chase opportunities. Opportunities will chase you. The world does not need more people who are simply present. It needs people who carry solutions. It does not need more noise. It needs wisdom. It does not need more performers. It needs problem solvers. It is time to shift your focus, stop wasting energy trying to be seen, and start working to become something worth seeing. Stop running after invitations and start preparing so that when the right doors open, you deserve to walk through them. Because in the end, the world does not remember those who are always available. It remembers those who were truly valuable. The truth is, your life is not meant to be a constant scramble for attention, validation, or approval. You are not designed to be everywhere at all times, just trying to be seen. You were designed to be valuable, to bring something unique into this world that no one else can bring. It is time for you to stop chasing visibility and start focusing on what truly matters. Your purpose, your preparation, and your impact. You are not here to just fill space. You are here to leave a mark. Your value is not in how much you are seen, but in how much you matter. So let me ask you this. Are you ready to stop being common and start being valuable? Are you ready to guard your time, protect your energy, and refine your skills until the world comes looking for you? Are you willing to embrace the process of growth even when it means being hidden for a season? Because when you do, your life will no longer be about availability. It will be about the power of your presence. And trust me, when you are truly valuable, you will never have to chase success. It will chase you. Good luck on your journey. Keep refining, keep building, and keep preparing.